Wir sehen heute Abend The Heat aus New York City. Please welcome the Hot Peaches.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much for waiting. And welcome to The Heat. This evening's presentation, we are going to do a little show for you tonight, which is sort of like what we do in New York on a Saturday night. Now, we generally get together in a place down in Greenwich Village, and we put on shows for each other, because we're basically artists. So now we're going to start with bringing out for you the one and only, a fabulous Peaches! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they wiggle, calm down. Each and every one of you, aren't they gorgeous? And not only are they beautiful, but they have minds, and with their minds they speak, starting with the plain and simple facts.
It's August 25th, and it's hot in here.
It will be in a minute. Not to be confused with what can only be described as the fantasy.
Now, darlings, isn't this all too fabulous?
Oh, too fabulous. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, that one thing they have been trying to take away from us all throughout the 1980s. But we're not listening to them. Do we look like we're listening to anyone? Thank you, girls. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, the passion.
We are driven.
And I know you promised me the moon. The fact is, irregardless, the show must go on. I've been at this day from dusk till dawn. I gave up my game. I accept my fate. Mommy, you can't stop me. When to free the world, I call me. Get rid of your memories and your charms. Even on your favorites on the wall. Those risky odds, shine us, no, the show must still go on.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there's booze at the bar outside, there's stars on the stage in here, and there is a method to our madness. This evening's presentation will be served up onto you in two graphic acts. Now the first is the AM act. Light, chatty, a couple of chuckles, and some light supply bar light technicians, Mabel and Michael. The second act is the PM act. PM. That can only mean one of two things, sex or sleep. And since the man has been frowned upon snoring in the house, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Sex. Oh yes, I remember it well. Well, this evening, ladies and gentlemen, right here on this very stage, we are going to present you with not simulated, oh no, but real, alive, cerebral sex acts, guaranteed to hurl you into the outer limits of psychotic ecstasy, and further, if you stop to think about it.
One day, I'm going to be a star. A beautiful blonde who becomes famous as
a bombshell. Then, when all the world wants me, my body, I'll become serious. I'll become an actress. I'll take courses with Stravinsky, and they'll all say I can't act, and I'll love it. But I'll pretend it hurts. Then, I'll have a nervous breakdown. And they'll love me for that too. And then I'll turn to booze or drugs or something. And when my looks are gone and my body's wrapped in ruin, they'll all say, what an actress, what an entertainer, what a star. Happy birthday, Mr.
Light up, drink up, and just say yes. Or if you're feeling international, say we. We only say we, don't we? And now on with the show. Music maestro, if you please. 1972. $135 a month gets me a 2-flight walker in New York's East Village, with a tub in the kitchen. By day, I work as a typist. But by night, I turn into a show wolf. And when the moon is bright, I have to put on a show. And I do so any place I can get my hairy little hands on. Someone's apartment, an old club, and worst of all, church halls.
You name it, he took it.
Now, the first show was done in Jackie Curtis's apartment.
Oh, Jackie.
The second was done in the old and very defunct Sammy's Bowery Follies.
Oh, Sammy.
And then there was the Washington Square Methodist Church in the Village because it was free. Randy Gilberti's loft up in Chelsea because it was cheap.
Oh, very reasonable.
And then, of course, there was always the streets.
Well, you know, the big thing in 1972 in the East Village was androgyny. Everybody was doing it, so naturally Jimmy wanted to put it in his show.
Yes, but he didn't know what it was. So he called up John Hayes, because John's hair was longer than anyone else's. And John spelled it out for him.
meaning of this? That's not where you were Please let your yin and yang hang out of the closets and into the streets.
Hello?
Amy,
Yeah?
it's Crisis.
Oh, hi, Crises.
Listen, darling, I just got an invitation. Star is having a meeting this Sunday.
Star? What's that?
Girl, where have you been? Star. S-T-A-R. Street transvestites, activist revolutionaries.
Oh, of course. Star. Street transvestite activist revolutionaries. How could I have not known that? I'm sorry. Well, listen, I'd really like to go, but you know, my week is just completely filled up. I've got Black Lib meeting on Monday, and then on Tuesday, Women's Lib is meeting, and then they're marching on Thursday. And then on Wednesday is the Gay Liberation Front meeting. And then on Friday, I've got the Communist Liberation Front meeting. And then Saturday, Saturday's no, can't. Saturday is the annual Indian Lib powwow.
Girl, it's 1973.
Oh, yeah.
You mean Native American.
Oh, that's right, sorry.
Well, look, the invite says Star's having its meeting this Sunday. How about?
Oh, gee. Okay. That really does tie up my week, but you know what? Count me in. Because when you come to think of it, what good is freedom without liberation?
Freedom without liberation.
Uh-huh.
What a concept.
Yeah.
I never thought of it.
Well, darling, you gotta think about it.
1975. For $150 a month, I get a loft in New York's district called Chelsea. Now the loft was maybe, not very big, 500 square feet. That's about as big as this stage. So I took everything out of it, and over here, I put in theater seats.
Oh, the other half served as his bedroom and a stage.
He's typing part-time in Midtown offices by day, but on the slide he's writing about people he meets at night.
Girls, let me tell you one thing. There is only one way out of these pits. That's to take your fantasy and make it real.
I hear you.
Be whatever you feel inside and don't let anybody stop you. Because as long as you keep playing their roles, they're going to keep pushing you down deeper into the hole. I tried being a man for them, and where did it get me? They hassled me, harassed me, and hustled me to the lunge. So I said, why don't you become a woman? But honey, that didn't work out at all. They clocked me and threw me through the door. They hassled me down as a man, and they battered me to death as a woman. So I said to myself, darling, since you're not getting any reception here, it's time to tune into yourself. So I became what I always wanted to be.
What's that?
A drag queen. A sassy, silicone, sexy drag queen, and I love it.
All right.
be soft as snow or hard as nails. My show's unique, it never will. So call me drag queen. Call me drag queen. Call me drag queen from now on. 1976, Amsterdam, our first European tour. I am now living on a houseboat 8 feet below street level on a canal called Der Prinsengracht.
The place belongs to a queen. Who knows a queen? Who knows a queen? Who knows a queen? Who knows he's having a difficult time on the second leg of his first European tour? So it's rent-free.
It's also heat-free, water-free, electricity-free, and totally taste-free.
Oh, Ron, it's not totally taste-free.
You tell me.
All right. For example, he sits at this nice little wooden table writing, overlooking a canal where swans and ducks float by all day.
Swans and ducks float by all day, followed by boatloads of tourists floating by all day. Ah, but it was Amsterdam, so what can I say? Hey, hey, gay, gay, gay.
There any change for a dying queen, darling?
I mean, I am dying, you know. Nobody believes me, but I know what I'm talking about. Us queens know what we're talking about. Because we're for liberation. Yes, we are. I remember the first time I came to New York from New Jersey. I was all pressed and clean, wearing a white shirt and a black tie and a pair of shoes that my mother bought me. Well, I heard about the Stonewall, so I tipped on over to check it out, and Lord, men dancing with men, and women dancing with women, and one more gorgeous than another, and way in the back, I mean, way in the back, were my sisters turning it out and looking very real in gold lame and wigs for days, darling. Well, we were sitting hanging out one night, and Miss June, she turned to me and she said, "Girl, them kids busting here tonight. They better keep off my motherfucking case." And she was right, because she wasn't bothering nobody. So there we were hanging out one night, and sure enough, don't you know, the whistle done blew, and in they come, pushing and shoving, just like a bunch of pigs. And ain't nobody said nothing, because in them days, if you were gay, you didn't say you were gay. So they're pushing and shoving, and ain't nobody said nothing till they came to the queen. Then this pig gave Miss June one shove, knocked her down, ripped her dress and scratched her face. Now, darling, everybody knows that queens are easy going, lazy, soft-hearted for squeezing, shove around. But there's two things you cannot do to a queen.
What's that, darling?
One, you cannot rip a queen's dress. And two, don't you ever never, ever touched her face, darling. Well, Miss June started screaming, hollering, and this pig went to hit her again. When I said, why don't you leave her alone? She ain't bothering nobody. And he said to me, shut up, you sick faggot. Now, darling, you can call me a lot of things. You can call me a queer, a cocksucker, or a crazy fool. But ain't nobody got the right to call me a piece of wood. That's right, a piece of wood. I went home once, and it said right there in the Western, a faggot is a piece of wood. And I ain't no piece of wood. And I was telling him this when he went to hit me upside my head. So I just gave his pig one gay knock, and Miss June picked up a chair, and before you could say G-A-A, everybody was screaming and hollering, and Queens was getting their faces touched, and you know what that meant. Well, them pigs done busted up our fun, busted our heads, and just plain old busted us. And there I was, sitting in the tube again. But that was okay, because that was the beginning of gay liberation in New York and in the world, and yes it was. And now, seems everybody done forgot just who did what, when, and how, but I remember. Yes, I do. And when I walk past some of them bars and see my gay brothers laughing and carrying on in all their liberated glory, and I see hanging over the bar that sign that says, no drunks, no dogs, no drabs. Can you imagine comparing me to a dog? Well, I just want to break down. I just hate no mind, darling. Because when they 86 me for being in drag, I just tip. And everybody knows, once Miss C tips, she stays tipped. And they can 86 me out of every bar, and they can 86 me out of the village, and they can even 86 me out of the world. And I pay it no mind, darling, because I have my friends, and I know who my friends are. My friends are people with change to spare. My friends are people who love their gay brothers and sisters, including the queens, and my friends who smile and understand when I say, spend change for a dying queen, darling. So, the next time you walk past one of them bars that I'm in, the next time you see them turning out one of my gay brothers or sisters, the next time you see that sign, no drunks, no dogs, no drag, well, honey, you dig down deep and find some of that change you've been spending on your cold beer and your hot dogs, and get over yourself. Spare some change for a dying queen, darling.
All I want to brought me down and were dragged, punched a hole in my gay bag, just to be me. Met some queens out on the streets. One queen said how she got beat, 'cause she's gay but indiscreet, just cannot be free. And it's getting tighter every day. Nothing's getting lighter in any way. And it's getting tighter every day. Nothing's getting lighter in any way. Just cannot be free. Just cannot be me. Past some machos on my block, past like me with macho mop, 'cause I ain't no macho rock. Just cannot be free. Jocks from Jersey riding by, through our rock, I don't know why. I got stoned but lost my heart. Just cannot be free. And it's getting tighter every day. Nothing's getting lighter in any way. And it's getting tighter every day. Nothing's getting lighter in any way. Just cannot be free. Just cannot be me. Tired of acting like a clown. Listen, can't you hear the sound coming up from under
Not bad, Andy. 1977. Back in New York, I am ensconced in the lap of luxury. I'm living high. Thank you. Up in a skyscraper, in the Village, on Mercer Street.
Yes, and this white on white, exquisitely appointed apartment, with balcony, overlooking lower Manhattan, belongs to a boyhood lifestyle.
This same friend also has a place on Fire Island, the Pine.
And being a gracious host, he has graciously extended an open invite to me. And I, being an equally gracious guest, graciously accept. So I go out to the island. Oh, it's so nice out here on the island, but where is everyone? There's no... Ah! An islander. Ronette! Is that Boo? Say, wow! Oh, darling! Smooth, smooth, smooth. Oh, you're so wonderful today. So what are you doing out here on the island?
Writing another romance novel.
Another one? Oh, you are too little.
Yeah.
But isn't it all too and very, very out
and ever so, and utterly. So we're sitting by the swimming pool. What else is there to do? We've done the things, got done and things. Big deal, that's old. What's new? Is it time to rid the island adieu? We just spent the week on the island, and really it was just to do. On champagne, cocaine, and romance such.
We spent lots of time, but we didn't do much.
It was simply a way to stay far out of sight and keep us from thinking of you. We just spent the week on the island where everyone played their own role. Now, Big Tom was macho but terribly dishy.
Oh, and eager protection, and British and British.
So Mark gave them hands mixed with South and Mississippi. What else did a poor thing to do? Oh, here's the flag. If you spend a week on the island, you'll see it's got all out of hand. They caught gambling, arbitrage art.
They write and they pay, and their son is smart.
Then a houseboy is hired and they all return. How much can a poor queen stay? Please, sweet you and me. It was grand.
1978. Before all this graciousness turns into noblesse oblige, I move out and into my agent's office. It's not very big, but it's nice. It's in the village on West 10th Street, and it has a shower, and it has a nice sofa.
And it appealed to his sense of romanticism.
Oh, that's so true, Amy. It is.
Yes, he has to clear out every morning at 7:30 and hit the street.
Oh, Christ, how cool.
So his agent booked him on a tour of Floridian nightclubs, which we will not discuss here because it breaches the boundaries of good taste.
Oh, yes, those nightclubs in Florida were not really to be believed. They were the worst. But anyway, you know, every time you have a bad experience, almost every time, soon you're going to have a good experience. So when I got back from Florida, I found a big 2,500 square foot loft. That's big. That's like twice the size of the stage. And it was on Christopher Street in the heart of the gay ghetto. So I moved right in. I cleared it all out. And in the front, I made my living quarters. And in the back, it was a big open space where we did shows. Now, this place cost $500 a month. So to pay the bills, we threw monthly rent parties.
Did he mention the entire band was with him?
No, Crisis. He did not mention that the entire band lived with him, but they did. And I think that since we didn't go into that, we're going into customers, so you know? Yeah, so I think that since I don't really want to go to that section of my life, I think this is a good point to end Act 1. And we're going to give you a nice little up. But before we end Act 1, I want to say that we are going to come back after this song, after we change our costumes, of course. and give you Act 2. When you get down nitty-gritty, none of this should be allowed. But now we have a little ditty designed to whet your appetite. Pink up it. Here we go, girl. Aren't they gorgeous? Let's hear it for the girl. Very nice. Now, in this song, there's a place in this song where we all scream, "Ah!" Now, I don't know about here, but you know, in New York, it's gotten very repressive. And if you're on the street and you scream, "Ah!" they lock you up. So maybe it's different here, but if it's not, I invite you all, scream. When we scream, you can scream. It gets it out. You know, you'll feel better tomorrow. Here we go. Pink up there. Oh, Tom Judson, you're just too fabulous. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Krishna's son, Robin. Sitting on the shelf, make up, oh, I love to help myself. Make up, filled with plastic cream. Make me beam, make me dream, make me wake up screaming. Make up cakes. Now Twinkies are okay, and Jello rolls are fine. But ain't nothing there gonna change my mind. And cookies can be cute, and donuts alright. But so help me God, I just wanna take a better time. Bake up cakes, wrap in cellophane. Bake up cakes. Ooh, I like window pane. Bake up cakes, filled with plastic cream. Make me beam, make me dream, make me wake up screaming. Okay, second round, girl. Oh, now crackers are too gone. Fortune cookie tell. As far as I'm concerned, they don't ring my bell. Pastry's too sweet, eggplant's too elite. But so help me God, I just wanna sink my teeth into some bake up cakes, sitting on the shelf. Bake up cakes. I like to help myself. Bake up cakes, filled with plastic cream. Make me beam, make me dream, make me wake up screaming. I wanna buy some. Give me some. Bake up cakes, bake up cakes, bake up cakes. Thank you. We'll be back in 10 minutes after a concert.
Disarm you with his masquerade. alarm you till you've overpaid the price it costs to do right.
Well, we all got together in that loft, me and the band, and we took that song and a couple of other songs, and we wrote a show called Oscar. Now, Oscar was the story of Mr. Oscar Wilde set to punk rock music. And we had such a good time with it in New York that we decided to take it off to Europe.
The group opened at Milkwake's Festival of Fools with an all-Dutch band featuring Monroe Banks and the fabulous Vanderbilt Brothers.
Oh, God.
In Berlin, not only did they share the dressing room with the Police, but with Cyril Cyprian, a former hot beat who came over on the first tour in 1976.
What happened?
Well, he changed their name to Java and stayed.
Oh, it's Java.
Yeah.
In Italy, they rented this lovely little farmhouse in Tuscany, just outside of Pisa, where they picked cherries from the orchard and drank water from a well.
We also played 15 consecutive one-night stands all in a row, all up and down the Mediterranean. I never saw the Mediterranean that year, and I don't remember what a single club looks like. But people who were summering on the Italian Riviera that particular year heard a lot of these songs. Ladies and gentlemen, a couple of songs from Oscar, starting with Rhinestone Stockings. Now I'll set this up for you a little bit because you have to know a little bit about the story. This song takes place at the end of the show. Oscar Wilde has been very famous in England, and then he went to court, then he went to jail, and then he went to Paris. And he's a little older now. And he's sitting at a table on the Champs-Élysées, drinking and singing. And talking to Paul Verlaine, the poet laureate of France at the time, and Paul's young boyfriend, Arturo Rimbaud. And in this section, Oscar turns to Paul Verlaine and says, Paul, you know, I've been thinking, and it suddenly occurred to me that, well, I've been walking and walking and walking and walking and walking and walking these streets. So goddamn long, that my rhinestone stockings are wearing out. So I'm changing my image, and I'm changing my oh, and I'm changing my style, 'cause I'm changing in my mind. There ain't no pot of gold, and I have let that rainbow fall behind. Oh, and I know you must be laughing at me, but if you look and I'm changing in my Now, in 1981, what happened in 1981? Anybody know here? Oh, back in New York. That's not enough. My own little pied-à-terre. That's that part. Back in New York, I found my own little pied-à-terre. It was in New York's West Village. That's the west part of Greenwich Village. And it cost $185 a month. And it was a 5-flight walk-up. And it was 10 years later, but the tub was still in the kitchen. Well, what could I say? But I'm no longer working as a little typist. I'm now working as a little word processor.
Yeah. All the while, he's trying to sell his songs to the middle-of-the-road music market, referred to in the industry as M.O.R., because that's where they say the money is.
That's what they told me. They said if you sell to the middle of the road, you'll make more money. That's what they told me. So I started to write songs for the middle of the road. Then when I gave it to them, they didn't think it was the middle of the road. They said, this is too far left. But I said, doesn't it sound a little right? They said, not at all. So what did I say? Now I'm going to let you hear one of the songs that I wrote when I was writing for the middle of the road. This is called A Cocktail Waitress, and it's going to be sung by the wonderful Amy Coleman.
Jimmy, I hate to mess up the whole evening and stuff, but you told me that I could tell a joke before I sang the song.
I love the way you look against those palms. Very good. Okay, a joke. Well, you know, Amy, the first part of the show was the 70s, right?
Yes.
This part is the 80s.
Okay.
Now, is this an 80s joke?
Yes, Jimmy, it's a very 80s joke.
Are you impatient with me, Annie? Okay. Okay, all right, shoot.
Okay, this is how the joke goes.
Okay.
What
happened to the lady?
What happened to the lady?
Huh?
No, I don't know. What happened to the lady?
This is a good one.
Go ahead.
Max Factor.
What happened to the lady Max Factor? I don't get it.
Well, Jimmy, then I guess I'm just going to have to explain it to you.
Okay, go ahead.
It all happened a very long time ago.
Oh, I'm going to sit down then.
Okay. When he threw her down on the ground where she lay prostrate, her body wrapped, her mind in moves, while every night he backed her and backed her until she became pregnant with his idea of the universe. He backed her, he pumped ideas into her. He smashed all of her walls until she could no longer see herself. And by the first month, she began to forget what she looked like. And by the second month, she asked him, and he told her, but it did not seem at all familiar, not at all the way she had remembered when she had looked in the mirror. By the third month, she realized, nah, he wasn't lying to her. It was simply his perception, the way he saw her. And she comforted herself by remembering what she had looked like before he smashed all her mirrors. By the fourth month, she couldn't remember it all. And by the fifth month, she began to believe him. And by the sixth month, when he offered her a suggestion or two just to change her, she accepted it. And by the seventh month, she began to see things his way. And by the eighth month, her own vision was but a vague memory somewhere in the back corner of her mind. And this is the punchline, folks. By the ninth month, she gave birth to his idea of her.
Well, Amy, is that a dirty joke?
Filthy.
There were also hunky muscle men giving aerobics classes over the air, followed by high-heeled, low-conscious hip shrinks in skin-tight skirts and wearing pounds of costume jewelry.
And then there were these robin birds running around wearing like practically nothing at all.
They had G-strings. Yeah, actually, everybody in this place had a car. And everybody in this place was trying to sell you something. In fact, it reminded me more of a porno circus than a burlesque house. So I did what I usually do when I find myself in the middle of a porno circus. I tried to make the best of it. I turned a true politics.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I have a political question. Why is the White House white? And how did this practice start in the first place? To say nothing of why it's continued, especially in Washington, D.C., where there happens to be a particularly large black community. Now imagine a large black community confronting a White House every time they raise their eyes. Now, this may be a familiar picture for some people, but it is not one that fits into my own personal dream either comfortably or pleasantly. So my political question to you tonight is, why is the White House white? Still. Thank you. They'll turn you out and cast a doubt on everything you do. But I got some schoolhouse down home on mother's knee. She said, love your neighbor, but don't love no SOB. Cause life is like a taxi with a meter running wild. When things get tough, those runs your stuff, they're paying by the mile. And when I feel downhearted and I start to sing the blues, I think of mama's message, how there ain't no time to lose. No, there ain't no time to worry. There ain't no time to cry. There ain't no time for nothing but to live before you die. And when I get in trouble, with my back up against the wall, I pay the price, I take the slice, I go and have a ball. Cause life's like a taxi with a meter running wild. When things get tough, I start my stuff, I'm paying by the mile. No, there ain't no time to worry, there ain't no time to cry, there ain't no time for nothing but to live, 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 live. And when I get in trouble, my back up against the wall, I pay the price, I take the slice, I go and have a ball. Cause life is like a taxi with a meter running wild. When things get tough, I start my stuff, I'm paying by the mile. I pay the price, I take the slice, you're charging by the mile, child.
1986. Now, just as in the wonderful world of music, MOR was LASS, and the wonderful world of cable television, the best always top. You know?
He refocused on theater and still into the village, where little is changed except for the rent. That's one of 90%.
Oh.
And he worked for Wall Street corporations. And as the lady said to the Lord,
I don't know how I'll get out of that damn spot.
And I don't. But what I did is I wrote another play. Now this play is called Concentrated Camp. And we're doing it here tomorrow night for any of you who would like to come. Now Concentrated Camp is a futuristic musical black comedy. And in it we try to take a look at the social changes that have occurred ever since the AIDS crisis.
Betty Bourne of the Blue List said,
All right, girl, I'll tell her you said hello.
Betty says that it's about all the things no one wants to talk about, let alone think about.
Which is exactly why I wrote it. And now we are going to close this evening's performance with the opening number from Concentrated Camp to give you a little idea of what it's about. And we're going to do this number to send you out into the chilly, dark, and dismal.
Out into August 25th.
Out into the magic of a Berlin evening.
out into the Straat.
You know where you're going. You know where you're going. Here we go. Music. Maestro, if you please. Now I would like you to all consider the court of the Louis. Now back then each queen was considered a vamp. But every girl still found a way to convey the things she said in a style which we now know as camp, with a pose or a slight innuendo. Aha! And every queen made of a scene upon her wit.
always flawless, never rude.
As she became the real hit. And why is that, I ask you? To what I respond without batting an eyelash. Girl?
Rolling down about to stand. You can still get lots of lip with your hand upon your head. Just be sure to have some concentrated C-A-M-B. Can, C-A-M-B. Can, C-A-M-B. Can, concentrated can. Ooh! Let's hear from Ron Jones. What is he going to say about this song? You can do like Prissy Dundon to Miss Scarlett, or be Muhammad Ali, who's a champ. If they treat you like a slave, it's alright to play the game. Just be sure to add some concentrated C-A-M-B. Can, C-A-M-B. Can, C-A-M-B. Can, concentrated can. What are you going to say about it? You can be in the wrong all out of hurry. You can be in everything out of hurry. Be it darling or a thing, and let you play the game. Just be sure to have to concentrate. C-A-M-B, can, C-A-M-B, can, C-A-M-B, can, concentrate, can. You gotta concentrate. You gotta concentrate. Right here. Another girl on around. Every summer, so they say, has a feeling she can play. Just be sure to have to concentrate. C-A-M-B, can, C-A-M-B, can, C-A-M-B, can, concentrate, can. You gotta concentrate, you gotta concentrate, you gotta concentrate. C-A-M-B, can. Something's changed. But not all. That's for certain. And it's still tricky crossing that road. For on the highway of society, with its byways of every queen still requires a code. Cause when life gets so absurd that the word cannot be heard, and that phone comes rolling down about to stamp you out, you can still get lots of lip with your hand upon your hip. Just be sure to add some concentrated C-A-M-B, can, C-A-M-B, can, C-A-M-B, can. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. We would like to do another number for you from Concentrated Camp. It's called Shame the Devil, and it goes like this. Amy, if I told you once, I told you twice, I told you 3, 4 times, how many times do I have to tell you?
Learn my lines?
No. That when you are on an island, they'll use voodoo. In the jungle, they use drums. In the tropic heat, you can hear the beach calling.
Look out! Here it comes!
Back in Greece, they use the oracle.
Eureka, baby.
Eureka, baby. Willie Shakespeare, he used the stage. Throughout history, if you look, you're gonna see it's right there on every page.
Speak the truth and shame the devil. Speak the truth and shame the devil. Speak the truth and shame the devil. Or you'll pay for your delay.
Old man Moses used two tablets, Michelangelo used paint. He had to sing a song when things go wrong, and what should be his name? Bertolt Brecht used La Leña, Isadora used to dance. Freud used the ink to reveal the kid, and Pareto saying stand.
Speak the truth and shame the devil. Speak the truth and shame the devil. Or you'll pay for your delay.
What? You want to scream some more? Okay, take your face. Here we go. Now you ready to scream? Let me hear you scream. 1, 2, 3. Take your face. Sitting down the shelf. Take your face. Oh, let the hell myself. Take your face. Do it like the dream. Take the lean, take the green. Let me wake up feeling something. Take your face. We're going to do one more song, and then we really have to leave because we're going to the Jungle Club, and if we stay too long, we won't get there. So, you don't like the Jungle Club? Throw that man out. Now, this song is from Concertina Camp, of course, because that's the only songs we have left. And you've heard almost all of them already. And this song is sung in America right now. Religion is very big, and it's very repressive. And they have what they call evangelists. People who go, pray to God and everything will be all right. Don't worry about nothing. Give me $10. So in our play, we have a singing TV evangelist called Ginny Mae McPherson. And she's played by International Crisis. And in the song, she sings what she calls a religious song. It's called Banking on the Lord. Ginny Mae.
gave her message, girl, start thinking on the Lord. And all she was ever saying was, learn your prayers and learn your Bible. Pick me up that golden sword. Go invest yourself in Jesus and start thinking on the Lord. You can live a life in clover if you grasp that to the call. Take an interest in the prophets and start thinking on the Lord. So, Mama wanted to see with a lucky bingo ball. That's when I saw the little dog banking on the Lord. There was Oral, there was Falwell, they were big and bold and brash. They were screaming out salvation. They were in the cash. And all they were ever saying was, learn your prayers and learn your Bible. Pick me up that golden sword. Go invest yourself in Jesus and start banking on the Lord. You can live a life in clover if you grasp that silver cord. Take an interest in the prophets and start banking on the Lord. So I started in my garage and the congregation grew. I bought a tent and up it went. The whole thing really flew. My beautician found an image and I bought me a Cadillac with my agent and 2 lawyers. Freeman, 2 sails, floor length, couple of rocks from Cartier, some property, beachfront, and the cutest little cabin cruiser I call the GM2. There was no